Technology has enhanced our sex lives ever since man invented the pickup line. Some gizmos look like fun, others like an industrial accident waiting to happen. Finally, the one machine we've all been waiting for has arrived. The Orgasmatron. The inventor of this sci-fi sex toy is Dr. Stuart Malloy. I volunteered to give this Orgasmatron thingy a test drive. I wasn't the only one in the waiting room.
So I understand you've developed an Orgasmatron, a real one. What is that?
Well, the official name is neurally augmented sexual function.
I prefer Orgasmatron, just for the record.
Dr. Malloy didn't plan on creating the Orgasmatron. He's an anesthesiologist specializing in pain management. He implants electrodes into patients' spines to neutralize sensation, not enhance it. But one day, something strange happened.
I was placing one of these devices, and we were in the operating room, and I placed the electrodes where I thought they needed to be. We turned the device on, and the patient let out something between a moan and a shriek, and of course we thought that she was uncomfortable from that stimulation, so we turned it off, and then, you know, with my hands gowned, I leaned around the drapes and I said, "What did you feel?" And when she caught her breath, she said, "You're going to have to teach my husband how to do that."
So she probably wanted you to turn it back on after that as well.
Well, we actually did, because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't some other factor that was causing this, but it seemed that every time we turned this on, she started having a climax.
No surprise that this discovery quickly made the good doctor a popular guy. After all, how many men can virtually guarantee results like Dr. Malloy's machine? The Orgasmatron consists of 3 parts, none of which sound sexy: electrodes, a generator, and a programmable remote control. In his office, Dr. Malloy implants electrodes into the epidural space and weaves them through the spinal canal, targeting the area between the first and second lumbar vertebrae. The electrodes interact with various nerve networks from the pelvis that enter the spinal highway near the tailbone. Stimulating those nerves shoots pleasure signals straight up to the part of the brain that processes information coming from the genitalia. The orgasm becomes on demand when Dr. Malloy inserts a generator just beneath the skin and sticks the electrodes into that. The generator communicates with a handheld remote control. The patient uses the remote control to literally turn themselves on and to control the intensity of the orgasm. Great, yet another reason to fight for the remote. While achieving orgasm at the push of a button sounds, it's nice to see that science can really light up our lives.
You've described a lot of your patients so far as women. Is there a male application for the Orgasmatron?
Well, the device does work in men. I have not studied it formally the way we have in women, but I have enough experience to see that it does work in men.
Since the Orgasmatron works for both genders, will it make a roll in the hay better or obsolete?
What I have seen is that strengthens, the relationships actually get strengthened. If you have one partner who's not getting something out of the sexual activity and that's restored, you've renewed interest in each other. And that's what makes a relationship strong.
So not just fixing orgasms, but the whole relationship, possibly?
Possibly, yeah.
Today, the Orgasmatron is surgically implanted, which might be worth it to treat sexual dysfunction, but it seems pretty drastic for the average pleasure seeker. But what if the Orgasmatron goes Wi-Fi and you can send impulses to the spine without the wiring? That delicious prospect may be only 10 years away. Anytime, anywhere, someone could push your buttons. After my visit with the doctor, I chat with a couple of ladies about their first time with the Orgasmatron.
There is so much fear associated with sex these days, with disease and multiple partners and things of that nature. And so it would be very, very beneficial to have a device like this. You know, it would truly be a monogamous relationship. So
just you and your Orgasmatron.
That's right.
Do you think it could enhance or help out a relationship?
I think it's good for like long distance relationships. I'm in a long distance relationship and we can't see each other, but maybe once or twice every 2 months.
So the ladies are in. And in the next 10 years, the Orgasmatron may be as common as the iPod or smartphone. Just don't try it while you drive.
People want to have a heightened experience, and this allows you to have a heightened sexual experience without the use of drugs. I think that the recreational use of this will be very commonplace.
A remote-controlled device that heightens your sexual satisfaction. Now, one might think this would tear couples and relationships apart as partners selfishly press more, and more, but all evidence leads to the contrary, that relationships themselves are strengthened when both partners are satisfied.
Coming up, sexing up long-distance relationships,